Hey everyone! So I'm going to go over my basic hack, which is my highlight and contour today, but I'm going to use a different method. I'm probably going to use my fingers a little bit and I'm going to use some different brushes, but I just thought a different method might help some people who are struggling with, okay, now I have this makeup, where do I put it? Because everybody's going to be a little bit different depending on your colors that you have, depending on your discoloration, your skin type. You're going to put it maybe in some different places. So we're gonna get started, but first, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I use Maskcara makeup. It's a cream-based makeup. It's a three-dimensional foundation which consists of highlight and contour. So we do a highlight and contour in the areas where we need to, as well as a blush and an illuminator, and kind of gives you an all-over 3D look, which is what you want to have because that's what our faces are. We're three-dimensional. Started. I'm going to use my B squared brush. This is a mascara brush. They're all double-ended, and I'm going to go in with my first highlight color. A lot of times you're going to get 2 highlight colors, sometimes maybe 3, depending on if you need a color corrector. In my case, my color corrector for this redness, freckles, a little bit of discoloration is Mango, and that's also my main highlight. So I'm going to go in with that first, and I'm going to just tap it in over my freckles. And I'm also today, I don't normally do this, but I was messing around a little bit and I tried something different. So I'm going to take the Mango all the way up under my eyes. I just noticed the other day, and maybe it's because I had been sick, but I had a little discoloration in my eyes, so I tried this out, and this really, I think I like this method better. So we're gonna go all over this discoloration on my nose and some of my freckles. I just like a light layer over my freckles. You don't have to put a lot of this makeup on. That's the other great thing. Sorry, there's a hair in my face. Because it is so blendable and highly pigmented. So putting on a little bit and blending it out really well, a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I'm just taking that Mango color all over my face. Down here I have some redness. I'm also gonna take it along my jawline. I have some discoloration spots too there that I like to cover up. They may be freckles, they may be just random age spots, I don't know, but we're gonna kind of just go all around in that area. Right here we're gonna contour, so I'm not really gonna hit that area too much. If there was some discoloration we wanted to cover up, sure, we can hit that area, but we're trying to avoid putting on too many layers. That's the whole purpose of this makeup, is we just want to do like a really light layer in the areas that we need it. So I'm avoiding it over here too. And then I'm gonna do up here, just in the middle of my forehead really, because I'm gonna put some, I just wanna cover up, I don't know if you can see that, but I have some discoloration, some freckles there. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here. And then here, along here, I'm gonna put my brightener, and along the top, I'm gonna put some contour. I just can't remember if I got under this eye, so I'm gonna do it again. And when I look in the camera, it's hard for me to tell if I did it or not, so. Okay, so now that we have that all on, we can go ahead and go in with our brightener and our contour now. So for my brightener, that's my other highlight color, and I will always refer to this as my brightener. This is my lighter color, and this is just going to go in areas along the side of our nose and down here, right in here, maybe a little above your lip and a little on your chin. This is just bringing light to the center of your face. We don't want to look flat and just have one color on, so we're just going to kind of add another color for a little bit more dimension, and it brightens up the face, and I think you'll love it, the effect it has. People have asked me, and this isn't like just one person, I've been asked numerous times, do I need both colors? And the answer is usually going to be, I'm gonna say 99% of the time, yes, you need both colors, because you really want to have the one color on your face, and sometimes two, the color corrector and your main highlight, and then also a brightening too. I'm just gonna dab a little right here and just a little right here. Alrighty, and then on I tried this technique the other day. I used the other end of my detail hack brush. That's this brush here. I used the smaller end to do down my nose. Now I'm going to go in with this wider end, and I'm running very low on this, if you can tell. And so I need to melt this tip, and that's a good thing. I can take this down and put it in a pan on my stove, turn on the heat, and melt this down, and it'll all kind of, what's the right word? It'll settle to the bottom, I guess, and then you don't have it up in the edges where it's kind of harder to get to. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of just go along the side of my nose and then just bring it out like this. And that's the area that you want that brightening highlight in. And I'm going to do the same over here. And don't worry, we're going to blend all this out. It's not going to stay that wild, because right now that looks pretty wild. But I don't know if you can tell the difference about how much that brightened my face up already, just putting that on right there. Before my other color, the mango, it's a little orangey. So on your skin, if you just left that in, even blend it out, it would look fine. But if you don't blend it in, or if that's just your only color, your face might take on that little bit of color. So now we're going to go into the contour, and I'm going to use, again, my detail hack brush, and I'm going to go right in here under my cheekbone. You always want to feel for your cheekbone. I'm stippling it in that area. Can you see that? We're just kind of sculpting our cheekbones and really kind of defining them. So just kind of, no, you don't want to bring it down past here. You just want to come right to about here, because your cheekbone would be like right here. Okay, now, can you see that? Okay, good. I hope you're seeing it. I hope everyone's seeing it. Now we're going to do the forehead, and we're just going to bring it down. There's a lot of light pouring in today. I usually don't get this much light. I live in Hawaii, but my light source in my house is just really bad. I don't have good lighting hardly at all. So I always do this in my bedroom because it's the one place where I have a window that gets some sort of light. And you would think if I lived in Hawaii, I would have, don't mind my hair, I would have more light because it's sunny a lot, but I just don't have that luxury in this house. I live in a quad, and we live in an inside unit. And so we have a back window and a front window and a big park behind us with lots of trees. So it really shades everything, and we have lots of trees in the front too. So now I just contoured my neck, or my jawline right here. So I went under my jaw, and I only went to about here because I have jowls. And you don't want to pronounce those anymore if you have a problem like that. Not a real problem, but if you have those, you don't want them pronounced. So you only go to there with your contour, don't go underneath them. Okay, so now I'm going to take the other end. You know what, first I'm going to start with this end of my B squared brush, and I'm just going to start, and you can start really anywhere you want. You don't have to start in the same area. And I'm just going to start blending everything in. And around where I put my contour, I'm sorry, not my contour, my brightener, I'm just going to kind of tap that in over top. Okay. And I'm sorry I'm doing this so quickly, but we're getting ready to go meet some friends, and I, as usual, am running behind. Why? Because I was trying a new hair curler, and I shouldn't start new things when we have plans, because I always end up then like being late, and then my husband's like, what are you doing? Where are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm still getting ready. So I do get ready really quick typically, but sometimes when we have major plans, I run behind. Now I'm just going to take the other end of that B squared. I'm just going to kind of lightly blend everything in with that end. And this is a really nice brush, and it's so nice and fluffy. I love it, and it's good for blending. But there, can you see? That light's shining pretty bright. Let me turn this way a little bit. Can you see the difference? See how bright that is right here versus maybe down here? So that's what you want. You want it to be bright right here and through here. Now, if you're somebody that likes to contour their nose, or you'd like to contour your nose, you can take, let's take the other end of the eyeshadow everything brush, and you can go in your contour, and you want to start kind of like up here by your eyelash for a guide, not your eyelash. Your eyelashes are not up here. Your eyebrow is your guide, and I just go right on top of my nose here on the side, and you do the same on the other side. And you go right along the top of your nose. And then you can put even a little bit more brightener down the center if you want. And then you can just tap that in. You can also use your perfector sponge to do that. It's only I didn't get mine wet. But if this were wet, not wet, but damp, get it wet, squeeze all the excess out. I could just bounce this off of my nose and get everything worked in. I just didn't get it wet before this, so the point I want to make is not really going to work very well. You really need it to be wet, or damp, I should say. Okay, now to kind of complete the look, it's super important that you wear some sort of blush. Whatever you like is fine. Today I'm just going for a very natural look, so I'm just gonna do my nude color. And this is also cream. All of our lip and cheeks are cream. Just tapping into that, see? And then I'm just gonna go right above my cheekbone. Smile, go right above your cheekbone. Just blend in some color. Just always wanna look healthy, and blush helps give us that healthy glow that we need. Otherwise, your face might also still look a little bit flat or pale because you look like you don't have any circulation going on. Once you cover everything up, then you need to add back in some color. So now we're gonna go, excuse me, along our top of our cheekbone there, the apples of our cheeks. You just wanna blend that in, kind of blend it into that contour you put there. Okay, so that's all blended in. Now, if you would like to, you can always add in a bronzer, which I strongly suggest because I just like bronzer. And this is the Bella bronzer. Let me get out of the light a little bit. It's a cream bronzer. There's also a powder bronzer called Cayman. It's just a little too light for me, so I don't wear it very often. You can go back over everything. I use the other end of my B-squared brush, and I just fluff that all over my face where the sun would normally hit you and give you a little sun-kissed look. So tops of the cheeks, forehead, maybe the nose, the chin. These are all areas where the sun would normally hit you, and this just gives you a nice little glow. Then I can also go back in with an illuminator. Illuminators are great. We have lots of cream and powder illuminators. I'm going to go with my rose gold is what I've been loving lately. So that one looks like that. It's really pretty. And I'm just going to use my finger and hit this along the high points of my cheekbones right here. Okay, so when you turn, you can kind of see how that gives you a little good shine. Over here. Okay, here we go. Now I haven't done anything with my eyes yet, but I'm probably just gonna stick with a natural eye today. So that is all I wanted to pop on here and show you today. If you have any questions, you feel free to DM me today. Just not today. Just feel free to DM me anytime. It doesn't have to be today. Feel free to DM me. You can also click the link in my Instagram bio if you're watching this on Instagram. If you're watching on Facebook, click the link above, and there's a color match form if you need to get color matched. If you need to shop and you've already been color matched, then there's a link to my store there as well. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I always put a link below so you can click there for shopping or for color matching. So everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.